Jesteśmy. Efekt był niezły, no. Czytaj holotaśmy. To chyba to. Nie bijemy się z nimi? To chyba jest test.
Hello.
Witaj.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Okay.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have
Oni tu chcą gadać, a
the
my
wrong
w
impression.
pancerzu wspomaganym wbijamy full, rakietnice, wszystko.
Welcome to the Institute.
Walki. A ten
This
nas
is
tu
the
wpuszcza.
reality of the
No
Institute.
przecież wyglądamy jak
This
totalny
place,
debil.
these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research,
To nie będzie
countless experiments and
dyplomatyczne.
trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has
Oni
never
tutaj
been
żyją
easy.
normalnie, nie?
And our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too
Czuję się
much
jak
at
totalny
stake here
debil.
to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific,
Tak, bo
very personal
garnitur
reason.
bym założył, jakbym wiedział, że tu takie
You are
coś będzie.
here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Zabiję ich.
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Sean, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean.
Niestety.
923, recall code Cirrus.
Z robotem.
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional and that your
Czyli go
journey here
przerobili na
has been
syntka,
fraught
nie?
with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
This is insane. All of it.
The degree of trauma you're experiencing right now is understandable. Please, just try to relax. I know this is all difficult to take in.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am
Co?
your
To
son.
akurat nie pamiętałem.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had
O, ja
crept
też się nie
into every
spodziewałem
other
kompletnie.
human cell
Nie
in
pamiętałem
the
tego.
I was exactly
Pamiętałem,
what
że
they
był ten ojciec, ale w ogóle...
And so it was my DNA that became the
Wow.
basis of the
No i nie wiem,
synthetic
co my robimy.
organics
Zabijać
used
ich,
to
czy...
create every human-like synth you see today.
Ale myślę,
I
żeby do
am
nich nie
their
dołączyć.
Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole
Jeszcze się
time.
I
popytamy,
have. Yes.
bo to jest
I know you must
szok.
have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
On wydaje się całkiem normalny.
Kellogg, he worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became
No właśnie, ja
director
też się
that I
zastanawiam,
learned of all
czy on na
the
pewno
things
mówi
he'd done.
naprawdę, nie?
What kind of
Ale
man
ta...
he was.
Ktoś powiedział, chyba Kellogg,
You knew the man was a
że
psychopath, but you used him anyway?
on nie jest
Would you
wcale
have
taki już
preferred that I
młody.
turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Tak myślę, to przecież Kellogg zabił
She never
tą,
got to see you
tą
grow up.
mamę.
Yes.
On tak po prostu go zatrudnił.
What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of
Więc
collateral
to
damage.
jest dziwne.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you.
No
I
ta,
don't
on już
have
ma
any
60
great
lat.
memories. And
Faktycznie.
I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been
Nie wiem,
easy?
co zrobić, no.
Of course
No na
not.
pewno będzie decyzja, czy ich rozwalamy
But
w
I've done
pył.
my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Czy lepszy luk jest w pancerzu, czy z maską gazową? Bo tak z maską gazową tu wparował, to by było średnio.
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously.
No, w pancerzu na rozmowę przyjdźmy.
It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Tak myślę i ciężko będzie zmienić jego postępowanie tego syna, bo że jest stary. Ale tak wcielając się w tego bohatera, kurde, on wrócił z wojny na początku gry. Chciał sobie posiedzieć w domu z rodziną, spotkała go katastrofa. Cały czas z kimś walczy, a w Instytucie wydaje się bezpiecznie, więc dobra, no, zgodzimy się.
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why
Więc
we are so
zgodzimy się.
committed to
Zobaczymy, co z
creating
tego
a better
wyniknie. Jestem
life
dość
for
ciekaw tego.
ourselves here.
No bo na zewnątrz
And it's a
pewnie by
life
było,
that
nie
you
wiem,
can
rozwalamy
now
Instytut,
be
jest
part
dalej to życie.
I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you.
No i
We
zobaczymy
really
właśnie, o
do
czym on
have
mówi.
humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
All right.
Dobra, no,
Thank you.
gadał z sensem, nie?
The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Jestem mega ciekaw. Ty, to jest twój pokój? No, wyszedłem już z tego. Zgodziliśmy się, nie? No, tutaj jest wszystko. Mogę normalnie wziąć sobie kąpiel, nie? No, to tak właśnie tak z myślą o tym instytucie. Wow, fajnie. Naprawdę fajnie. No wszystko tutaj mają, nie? Uwaga. Help, boys. Den. Lost Danny. Warm, hard. To będzie ciężkie, bo mało się powtarza. Feeds. Tak. Dobra, spróbujemy z Lost. Lost ma nic. Den ma jedno, tak? Danny. Łom ma 0. Okej. Czyż nie będzie H? Na pewno. I to wyniosę tutaj pancerz. No faktycznie, jak na początku gry to jest. Dobra, jeszcze raz. Shop, food, door, foul, dobra. Food. Zgodność 1. Czyli to odpada. Shop może być. Shop, zgodność 2. Czyli ona pewno nie będzie. Drugiego. Food, było zgodność 1, wyod też nie będzie. Fear. Kurde, zgodność. Czyli albo O, drugie, albo D na końcu. Copy. Kurde, old, to będzie copy, albo jobs też jest. Copy. Dobra, udało się. Serwis najpierw wydawało mi się, że po prostu trudno im. tutaj nie było, jakoś tak dziwnie to było opisane, raporty sytuacyjne. Agent naziemny zlikwidowany. Dobra. Notatki osobiste, zobaczymy. Później w Diamond City. Nie mam pojęcia, co to oznacza, spotkamy się. O kurde. Czy to wszystko było na nic? O co chodzi? Tak czy inaczej nauczę się wiele o sobie i swojej przyszłości. Nie mogę pozwolić, by przeszkodziły mi emocje. To jest dziwne, nie? A ja może tylko potwierdzić, spotkamy się. Czy to wszystko było na nic? Chyba, że na nic badania. Ale wydaje mi się, że to chodziło o to na nic, że oni go śledzili.
Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
Doc,
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real
właśnie.
people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
if that's how you feel, why not leave?
Because we could do so much more. But no, everyone is obsessed with these damn synths. It's wasted potential. That's what
O,
it is.
ten ma fajniejsze
In any case,
poglądy.
I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here. Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps
Dobra, idziemy dalej. Wygląda to obiecująco, no.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Excuse me.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Volkert.
Dobra, to jest pewnie ten doktor.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Syntek,
Carry on,
syntek,
sir.
syntek, wszędzie syntek. Gdzie jest ta doktor? No właśnie, nie? Co tu myśleć? Kurczę, też nie.
Nothing to report, sir.
Też nie wiem, co myśleć. Zobaczymy, no zwiedzimy to. To jest on.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
Hey, Doc.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
No ale też w sumie...
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man
Też w
he
sumie
grew up
mogli
to
oni mnie
be.
znaleźć
Now,
wcześniej.
I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories.
Chyba, że nie byli pewni.
The work we do might
Nie wiem.
not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as
Ale
important.
dziwne to.
So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even
You're
so-
here. Glad you made it.
Go. All set. Unit, you can return to
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum.
Excuse me,
Also,
Doctor.
If you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. It's a real
Stają sobie
juggling
śmiesznie.
act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
How old are we talking about?
Well, the reactor and a lot of the related systems. You know, cooling, monitoring, power distribution. That's all pre-war tech. Most of the superstructure down here was built later, by the people who survived the war. I guess each generation's been tinkering with the place.
No i co,
adding
Agata?
labs,
Ja też
making
właśnie cały czas
upgrades,
myślę,
so on. There's
co tu
some
zrobić.
stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah? All right. That's all for now. You can resume your duties.
Ja pierdzielę, przypadkowo wlazłem do działu robotyki.
So you were there the day the bombs fell.
The file was controlled software and use an update.
If it were just a limb
Hi, Doc.
perhaps.
You've arrived
But
at a momentous
it's you.
time.
You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us, then?
I'm thinking it over.
Well, I hope you do decide to stay. It would mean a great deal to Sean. If you require anything, especially
tak.
as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
Jedyne co to jest, że Sean tu jest, nie? W sumie, no, tyle.
We're all looking
No i
forward
jeszcze
to it.
tutaj wydaje się spoko, bo
Dr. Loken.
If you ask me, the synth software could use a little more debugging.
urodził się syntek. Tylko co oni mają? Jak typowo siur, wejdziemy do wody, które uciekamy. Zastanawiam się, cały czas myślę, co tu zrobić.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed. You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he?
Doctor.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
The only place I want to call home was destroyed a long time ago.
I'm truly sorry. This must all be terribly difficult for you. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here. See that you do.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
No właśnie, no o tym pomyślałem, że w końcu bym miał jakiś spokój.
Hey, Doc.
So, please don't.
Here you
There's
are.
enough friction as it is between us
acting
and pretty
director
much
of the
all the
Synth
other
Retention Bureau.
departments.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a
W
close
końcu miał
eye on
jakiś
you for
spokój, a
the
nie
future.
cały czas walka.
Despite your relation to father, you're a bit
I
of
jeszcze,
an
no
unknown
już ten
quantity.
świat poznaliśmy,
I'm
nie?
sure you understand. There won't be any
Post-apo.
issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions. It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient.
O właśnie, serum. Serum, musimy serum.
In a word,
Kurde.
Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
Lekarstwo.
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Wydziele bionauk.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
No tak, oni szkolą tych łowców i dlaczego chcieli mnie zabić?
Reporting status. All functions normal.
BNS, Instytut, a my szukamy działu bionauk.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start.
Will there be
Once
any
you've settled
pain?
in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
After what I've been through, a checkup is probably a good idea.
I should think so. Who knows what you might have been exposed to up there? How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to. I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
Dobra, idziemy dalej. O, w sumie faktycznie to maska mi niepotrzebna. To zdejmiemy. W ogóle jak tutaj misje. Maska od początku gry. w niej siedzieliśmy.
She's been at it for over 2 hours.
Father has
What is she
accomplished
even
so
testing?
much. I hope you can appreciate his work as we do.
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Yeah? Yes?
Yes? Yeah?
Rushed work is sloppy at best and deadly at worst.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
You sound like my 5th grade math teacher. I hated that woman.
I doubt her rules were a matter of life and death. Fail to follow protocols in one of our labs, you could end up with a serious injury.
Dziwnie
Or
wyglądamy, nie?
worse, I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
Sounds good.
Take care then.
O, myślałem, że mi to da. Tam nie mogę. Dobra. Karygodne jakieś te, dobra, do nas nie obchodzi.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Well, that's insulting.
I'm sorry. Not my intention. There's just quite a bit going on right now, and your arrival has the potential to throw things off schedule. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
To fajne.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
No dobra, to my idziemy w takim razie. Bio... coś tam. Jaki dział? Szukamy działu. Dla serum. Serum dla Virgila.
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience News. In the meantime...
Ogniwo fuzyjne. Mikroskop, akurat to szukamy. Dobra, już żeby nie tracić czasu, idziemy dalej. To chyba tu. Dział bionauk. Wybijamy i bierzemy serum. Vigil musi przeżyć. Tutaj pracował właśnie on. No tak, ale ścigają wszystkich. Kto w ogóle... Jak ktoś ucieknie, to oni karygodni są. Chcą go zabić od razu. Okej. Pyk, te drzwi też na spinki otworzymy. Nie ma bata. Mamy to. Co to jest? Czujnik. Indikator. Po co nam to? Co to jest w ogóle? Mikroskopy, wszędzie mikroskopy. Talerz, czujniki. Dobra, jednak ten rejestrator nam niepotrzebny. Gdzie jest serum? Szukamy tego serum. Oczywiście dali największy dział specjalnie. Już prawie, no. Noż kurde.
Nice.
Gdzie ja wylazłem znowu? Dlaczego mi się znowu ładuje? Gdzie ja trafiłem? A. Dobra, my tutaj... Tu możemy odkryć coś. Są trupy. Szklanka, podkładki. Jest jakiś stary instytut. No, trzeba było. O, mocno mnie zdjęły, że... Dobra, znowu terminal. Dobra, na pierwsze Wizard. Midst. Dobra, czyli na pewno i drugie. Wizard było jedno, tak? I.
That's it.
Mamy to. Dobra, coś tu jeszcze jest? No nie. No jeszcze tak. Otwórz drzwi.
Scanners detecting sentient life. Alert level elevated.
Coś tu jest.
Resetting threat level. Perimeter movement detected. Possible re-engaging.
Boże, to straszne. Przeładuj. Czy jeszcze coś tu chce mnie zabić? Zobaczymy, co tam jest. Jakichś starych tych chodzę. Dane. My potrzebujemy danych. Dobra. Trochę Trochę przyspieszymy to. Jeszcze coś tu jest. Born. O. Born, ale trafiliśmy, tylko nie wiem, teraz nie widzę.
There we go.
O właśnie. Kompletnie nie wiem, co my tu robimy. O kurde. Dział bionauk. Jest. Eksperymentalne serum, to jest to. Okej. Terminal. Teraz zobaczymy, co tutaj jest. Zgon. Nie, to są... To są jacyś chorzy ludzie. Wyeliminowane. Ci z Instytutu coraz mniej mi się podobają, jakieś oni robią. Dziwne. Zakończyliśmy ostatnią serię testów. Wszystkie rezultaty mieszczą się w normach. Dobra. Jakaś sekta, nie? wzięli i badali te supermutanty. Nie wiadomo co jeszcze. No podejrzane. Dobra. No tutaj bardzo trudny był. Okay.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
Good day.
Excuse me.
Pardon me. I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
Suplementy. Bla bla bla.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you.
Like what?
I was just about... As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Po co wszystko z syntkami występować? No dobra, z wszystkimi porozmawialiśmy. Teraz możemy iść na górę. Nie wiem, co o tym myśleć.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times. If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
What do you think?
I've seen my share of think tank science labs.
Oh, I assure you, none of them were quite like this place. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute,
Ale nawet
fulfilling the
podobny jest
purpose for
ten
which they were
Sean, nie?
designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're
Do
about
nas.
to see, however, they can become
O, widzę pewną różnicową podobność tutaj. Jak zdjąłem tę
A
maskę.
rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Sure. We'll just fight our way through an army of homicidal maniacs and ask this synth to come on home.
I didn't say it would be easy. But I'm confident that with a courser at your side, you'll have no trouble. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Dziwna sprawa cały czas to jest. Dobra. Przepraszam, taśmy. Co dalej? Aha, bo ja mogę chyba teraz... Instytut, okej. My pójdziemy oddać tą holotaśmę i pierw się wywiemy wszystkiego. Co tu się stało? No myślałem, że to już koniec, a tutaj... Tutaj jeszcze... Ale rzecz nie skapnęć, że tutaj się respiłem. O, siedzi. Strażes. Nie podać ci to wybudowałem. Przypisano do... Te krzesło. Dobra, trudno, będzie tak stało.
He gave me, full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
Kurde, nie wiem. Dobra, damy, że nie jest wrogiem.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us.
No właśnie.
All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Okej, co dalej? Dobra, spotkamy się z tym. O kurde, tu? Dobra. Ja myślałem, że już to ostatnia misja. No tutaj proszę. Jezu, oni tu są cały czas, nie? Już nie ma miejsc. Znaczy, co się wczytuje, oczyszczam to i dalej oni są. Na razie. Płyniemy. O kurde, pod wodę. Pod wodą chociaż nie ma promieniowania. Dobra. Czy burza przeszła? Wypływamy. Ale jest. W ogóle docieramy teraz w miejsce, które w ogóle pominąłem. Wybrzeże. Super.
I think we're being shadowed.
Hey, ty.
Hey. You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X6.
W końcu.
I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir.
Przy okazji musieliśmy zabić swojego, no. To mnie akurat bardzo martwi. Czym teraz bractwu nie zaszliśmy. W ogóle to był... Bo bractwo lata tak sobie dowolnie po prostu po mapce i mi się wydaje, że to było po prostu zbieg okoliczności. Czy to jest przeciwnik? A jakbym teraz miał tego tłumik tu na snajperce, nie? Ups. No ja teraz jestem niewidoczny, mam taką umiejętność. Tylko ciekawe, czy... Dobra, weszliśmy stąd. O Boże. Kurde. Rozpada się ta wasza wioska. Mocarny bandyta. Teraz kijem ci przywalę. Mocarny. Mutacji uległ jeszcze. Masz po głowie. Dobra. Skończyło się. Dobra, to nie ta broń. Gdzie ty jesteś? Zaraz zobaczymy sobie ciuszki. Plus. Ładujemy. Opuść. Aha, ten nas jeszcze chroni przed bractwa stali. Dobra. Dlaczego ja mam na lewą nogę takie coś słabego? Co ja tu upuściłem? Uniform? Uniform bractwa upuściłem? Weźmy to. Gdzie ten syntek? Teraz działko masz. O, w końcu. W końcu ten tajemniczy typ. Ja widzę, że tutaj teraz pełnoprawne misje robimy. O cholera. Nie wiem, gdzie jestem. Gdzieś kurde wpłynąłem. O, wyjście. Jak tam wejść? Będę? O, tam są te. Ciągniemy. Kto tu jeszcze jest? Tu ktoś. Gdzie on siedzi? No tutaj. Co oni są szybcy? Dobra, wbijam z baseballem na nich, bo to szkoda czasu. No wejdź tu. Kurde, dali misję. Taką już się nie da wejść. A, bo tu łódka jest. Co tak pika? O! Ja myślałem, że to ten, nasz ziomek. Dobrze, wszystkich na ciosa. No właśnie, co Instytut robi ze mną, że ja muszę z bractwa stali zabijać ludzi? O ty. O ty. Ale łajba. O, save. Nie no, nie wiem cały czas co z tym. Cały czas nie wiem, co tutaj zrobić. Dobra, poszliśmy w końcu. Kajuta kapitana, musimy się oczywiście ładować tam.
Hold up a moment, sir.
Znowu 2
There's
godziny
something
minęło.
important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
I'm not going to destroy this man's identity and free will. Killing him would be more humane.
He's not a man, sir. He's a synth. A synth that's confused and dangerous. We can restore it to its proper functions, make it whole again. Sir, I can't force you to use the reset code, but I know it's what Father would want. I hope you'll consider that. That's all, sir. Ready when you are.
Excuse me.
Keep your eyes open, sir.
O, jeszcze. Musimy wejść jeszcze dalej.
Well done. By your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents just like me. So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
P592, initialize factory reset, authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Boss? You okay? Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they did something to him! Take them out!
Better make your peace.
Ten syn tego akurat nie był zbyt taki. Wow. Wow. Czy ja mogę zjechać po tej lince? No nie ma linki. Dobra. Wrócę jeszcze do tego, jestem ciekaw. Jestem ciekaw, co tam będzie. Już późno, ale dokończymy sobie to. Dobra, super. Następny poziom. Zwinność, skradanie się. A, ta muzyczka. No na początku też mi była... Też mi się wydawała taka creepy, ale teraz już nie. Dobra, no jestem ciekaw, co on tutaj nam powie. W ogóle to jest ten pancerz. Ja go stąd zabiorę.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Why do you care what happens on the surface? You're in your own world down here.
Because there are forces on the surface that could pose a threat to us, and only a fool ignores a possible threat. We might diminish that danger by correcting the false perception that we intend some great harm to mankind. But enough about that. The task is done, and you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
No i super. Udaj się do swojej kwatery. No właśnie, no nie było. Nie było. Czy w ogóle tu mieścimy w drzwiach? Gdzie jest ta moja kwatera? A tu. Nie, nie tu.
Your presence here is a great
Sir, we've had another situation.
All of us.
A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system
Hello?
glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all useless. I'll figure out plans. Meantime, tell the others to be on high alert.
Just as you gave
I
life to
want more
Father,
patrols and
we give
more
life to
rounds.
many of us.
Right away,
Your
sir.
quarters are just inside, sir.
Even remotely suspicious.
A,
Report it
tu,
immediately.
okej.
This absolutely cannot happen again.
When you're finished here,
Noted.
sir,
Yes, sir.
Father wants to see you. Yes, sir.
Jakaś bitwa, Boże. Dobra. Wiem, co my jeszcze zrobimy. Już na koniec. Starczymy serum i kończę, bo tu widzę, że tutaj to długo potrwa. Jakieś bitwy, jakieś coś, więc sensownego. Zobaczymy.
Virgil? Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing. And what about the serum? Did you find the serum?
Może będziemy pracować
Right here.
That's it. That's really it.
w Instytucie i przymycać tutaj ludziom i dobro szerzyć.
Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
How are you going to test it?
On
No
myself,
właśnie,
of
nie wiem,
course.
czy tak się da.
That was the plan. This serum will only counteract the specific strain of FEV that I infected myself with. There's no telling what it might do to anyone else.
No i
Right.
dawaj, bo jestem ciekaw. Virgil. O Jezu.
And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before.
Aha,
I'm going
nigdy
to
się nie
rest for a
próbował.
while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and
A może za tydzień, okej.
I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Super. Jeszcze Cabot chciał, żeby do niego wrócić. Sprawdzić te badania. No też już przy okazji pójdziemy. A w ogóle jakie mamy? To już cały czas to samo. Cabot. Był gdzieś tu? Jest tutaj. Dom Cabotów.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
Nie ma go? Słabo. Dobrze, że nic nie spadło.